Hi everyone, I am Anvesha and I welcome you to the Speaking Ingredients. Today I am going to talk about how to give powerful introductions. Introductions always matter, don't they? So talking about the question that is asked in an interview, tell me something about yourself. How do you answer that question? Now I'm going to discuss different nuggets on how to position yourself before an interviewer and how to create that real first impression of yourself. People have this habit of saying, this is where I grew up, this is where I studied, and this is where I went, and then I changed this company to that company. By saying all these things, the moment where they reach, when they really talk about the things that the interviewers care about, either they lose the interest or you lose the time of impact. So preparation is the key, and selling yourself naturally helps here. Most of us are not being taught to tell good things about ourselves. We are not very comfortable doing that. But selling ourselves naturally, talking about your strengths and your interests and your achievements, your experiences in a very relevant manner, always helps here. So you start by, of course, your name. You talk about your background. Then you talk about your certifications and your education. And then after that, you move to the real point, that is the experience. Now in the experience, always remember that you have to do a research about the company that you're applying, and always try to align your experience to the job description that is mentioned in their website. And you talk about your projects that you have handled, the teams that you have led, the different achievements that you have received in the companies that you have worked for, and then you move on to your real achievements. Now in the achievements, you always try to be very factual, because saying something like I am the greatest manager ever, don't you think that it is very weird and unnatural and sounds very made up? So instead of that, you can try saying something like, I have spearheaded $1 million project which had a deadline, and I have received amazing feedback from the client. And you can say something like, in my entire career I have received amazing feedbacks from my managers about my managerial skills in my performance reviews. Yeah, that helps. And after that, you talk about your hobbies and your interests. So in that, do not simply say, like I love traveling, or I love watching TV, or I love listening to music. Instead of that, you say, I love traveling because I love exploring new places, I love meeting new people, I love making new friends, and it helps me escape from the mundane. I love reading books because I think that when I read books, I live 1,000 lives together at the same time. And after that, you talk about your life's principle, your own strengths. Do not say something like, I am hardworking. Instead of that, try saying, I am very passionate when it comes to work and I love my work, which is why I really work very hard to achieve my targets. And try to be very genuine when you say that, okay? And storytelling is the secret weapon here. And besides that, you have to remember a trick. You always have to be very conscious about your tone, because there are two extremes here that you have to understand. One is where you fumble and when you sound underconfident, and another one is when you mug up everything and you sound very caned or phony in that case. So you always have to try to bring a balance between preparations and over preparation, so that you do not sound weird, you do not sound very unnatural. You have to sound spontaneous. And last and the most important thing is, try to speak relevantly and try to show that enthusiasm in your tone. Okay, that is how the interviewers will be interested to listen to you. Make your interview worth it. Make your preparations worth it. So I think that's it. In case you have any questions, you can write to me, and I will be really happy and glad to help you with your job interviews. Thank you so much.